Lewistown since 1979.
The Montana Drive workshops have been on the track in Lewistown since 1979. They started in an effort to train school bus drivers to face the critical crash risks on Montana roads. They've extended over these 40 years to include all kinds of drivers, beyond just school bus drivers to EMS folks, state agencies, any driver. And we've had great support from State Farm Insurance with grants for a week of teen driver workshops. They've supported those for 10 years to help teens take their skills forward. Good morning, this is Fran Penneray with Traffic Education at the Office of Public Instruction. Montana has a high crash rate, especially with single vehicles running off the road, and our training is key to help folks know how to deal with those situations. And it's something that by getting that behind the wheel experience, they know what it feels like to do an evasive maneuver or to control a skid. We have a professional team of instructors and partnerships with the Montana Department of Transportation to maintain our fleet and train drivers to face the risks on the road.
Hi, my name is Harold Lair. I'm a retired educator living in Kalispell after a number of years in Polson School District teaching driver's ed. And this is my 37th summer with the Montana Drive program. Our program is based on evasive driving skills that give people an opportunity to help them avoid crashes on the highways. And we stress the use of vision and preventing a crash before it can occur. And with that, through repetition, what we do is proper steering, proper use of vision. Hopefully we can decrease crashes on our highways and make more people safe.
Hi, my name's Jeff Mead. I'm an instructor here at Montana Drive. I live and work in Sidney, Montana, on the far east end of the state. It's a great thing to teach here because we come across a wide variety of people, different backgrounds, and what they do in their everyday job. And along with that, variety of skill set. So some people we have to work with a lot to get over some apprehension, and that's always the fun one, when they come in the morning and they're wondering, how am I ever going to do all this? And by the end of the day, it's hard to get them off the course. But again, it's just like working with high school students in driver education class, something out of the ordinary that people normally don't think about and do. So.
My name is Bruce Kubler. I'm an instructor at the Lewistown Montana Drive program operated by OPI. I'm one of the 15 instructors here, and I've been here 15 years. My favorite class to teach is the off-road recovery. It's fun to take people and show them how easy it is to take a corner at a relatively high speed that is safe to do just by having your eyes up, looking through the corner, and being able to take it properly. And also on the off-road recovery, it's a lot of fun to do because that is one of the most dangerous situations in Montana, is where drivers will fall asleep or drift off the road, and when they come back on, they overcorrect and roll their vehicle.
First of all, being an instructor here means I have to leave home during the summer. Very fortunate that my wife is very understanding, and she knows that my belief in traffic safety and keeping people safe is very important to me. And with that, she sacrifices as much as I do, being away from home. We have 6 maneuvers out here. They're all different, yet they're alike. Whereas, we all stress the vision aspect, because if we don't see a potential problem, we can't try to avoid it or help prevent the cause of it. And for instance, a wet skid, most people panic, and through repetition, what we do out here, they can keep the car under control and save lives. Going off-road, we have so many crashes, off-road recovery, where people steer too much or hit the brakes, and through the practice we give them here, they realize that with minimal steering and keeping the vehicle as balanced as possible, they can save their hide.
It's a great thing to teach here because we come across a wide variety of people, different backgrounds, and what they do in their everyday job. And along with that, a variety of skill set. So some people we have to work with a lot to get over some apprehension, and that's always the fun one, when they come in the morning and they're wondering, how am I ever going to do all this? And by the end of the day, it's hard to get them off the course.
We have a week, it's just Teen Week, and students from all over Montana can come. State Farm helps scholarship them, so if they write a letter to State Farm and basically tell them why they want to do this activity, State Farm will give them a $200 scholarship. And so we started out with 3 days of students, and now it's up to a full week of students. So it's pretty good. It helps them get beyond what they're just getting in the driver's ed. It goes above and beyond what they learn in driver's ed, so it's a pretty good situation.
When students come here to Montana Drive, this gives them a lot of opportunity to go through experiences that they wouldn't normally do unless they're in an actual emergency situation, and give them the repetitions to help them be able to survive a bad day.
Chance to get away from the everyday job and to show that learning can be fun. Again, but it's the behind the wheel experience. You know, just recently I went through defensive driving, the National Safety Council course, and yeah, with previous knowledge I know the information, but here you get the actual hands-on, and that's what we kind of pride ourselves in, that there's that hands-on experience.
The program is an excellent program. It teaches drivers on real-world situations, on how to correct items that they may not be familiar with.
You know, I guess you're out here, you're doing this, but it's a lot of fun at the same time. I mean, that would be something I'd say.
Our best marketing is through the folks who go home and tell the stories about how they avoided the deer, how they recovered from the skid on the icy road, how they moved on through skid control in harrowing situations. This course is designed to help people develop the skills to face critical driving situations. It's funded solely by user fees, and people value the training because they learn the kinds of skills that they need to get down the roads in Montana and face the risks through all seasons.